edition of the National Unity Day, with calls resonating from stronger and peaceful Cameroon. Plus, militants of the Social Democratic Front Party, the SDF, make their voices heard as they march through the different ceremonial grandstands for yesterday's commemoration of the 52nd National Unity Day. The Socialist Party says she wants to stage a remarkable comeback from her heydays of the 90s in 2025 general elections. Those were major stories. Good evening to you all. You are welcome to High Prime of Tuesday, the 21st of May 2024. For presentation, I am attending Larry Kevin Sabot. We start off with one of our lead stories. As we did mention, Southwest Governor Bernard Okalia Belai has congratulated the different persons who turned out massively for the 52nd edition of the National Unity Day that took place yesterday, the 20th of May, in Boya and across the nation. Speaking to the various celebrants over there at the Bongo Square ceremonial grandstand, the top administrator of the region says it's time for all to make the Southwest region great again, as our reporter has more. The land of Boya, just like many other towns and cities in the nation, Cameroon, made their presence felt during the 52nd edition of the National Unity celebrations, as both the civilian and defense forces all answered present at the Bongo Square ceremonial grandstand. The team, army and nation together for a united, peaceful and prosperous nation. The top administrator for the region, Bernard Okalia Belai, appreciates all who made it.
Following the team, we can be proud that we have had the opportunity to witness today a wonderful celebration here at the grandstand. Military march past, civilian march past, with a huge mobilization. We are proud, we are satisfied, and we want to thank particularly the people of Boya and the people of the entire Southwest region for their resilience and their patriotism. We encourage them to continue like this. Take what we have been seeing today demonstrate that life is fully back to normalcy in Boya.
Coming to the stake of the region, the governor on his part elaborated on the major activities ongoing in the region and the rate of normalcy.
Activities have resumed, and people who are still hesitating should continue to come to Boya for many reasons. They should trust the authorities of Boya. They should follow the head of state on what he's doing here, particularly those huge projects he has set here in Boya, so that they, particularly the youth, should see the opportunity offered by all those huge projects.
As this year's National Unity Day recorded a remarkable increase in the number of participants who all took part in the march past ceremony, all have embarked on continuous national unity and living together. And we remain with the May the 20th celebrations. This time around, we take you to the town of Tiko, where a 2-day workshop on civic participation on economic reliance for the production of detergent, liquid soap, and bleach and other items has taken place in the town of Tiko. The exercise that took place in Tiko was championed by the senator from that area, Senator Papinato Lionel Fonderson, who ended the set to the occasion with awarding of attestation to participants over there at the Tiko Upper Costain Field in Tiko. Our reporter who traveled to Tiko with the Senator Aisha Mbeng came back with this report.
Over 90 persons have taken part in the free skill acquisition workshop sponsored by Senator Lionel Fonderson, which just concluded on Sunday, May 19, 2024 at the GS Upper Constance Field. The 2 days workshop that ran from May 17 to May 18, 2024 saw the handing over of testimonials to the 90 persons for the successful completion of the 2 days workshop that focused on production of liquid soap and bleach.
since 2018 when I became a senator, the motivation has been like to sensitize people about our National Day and to make sure that before the day itself, people are prepared, people participate in activities that will build up the enthusiasm to celebrate our national unity. That's the main thing, to make sure, as you can tell for yourself, you can see for yourselves, the crowd that was here today, it's a mixture of all the components that we have in Tico. And you know, Tico, of course, being a cosmopolitan city, has people from all corners of Cameroon. So we do something that will bring them together.
The 2 days workshop that ran from May 17 to May 18, 2024 saw the handing over of testimonials to the 90 persons for the successful completion of the 2 days workshop that focused on production of liquid soap and bleach, hosted at the Youth Multipurpose Empowerment Center. With as objective to drill the population on the 20th May, the senator gives reasons why the 20th May should be celebrated.
Like some people thought, not only youths, but even some elderly men took part. It was geared at to training 100 people. At the end, we had more than 100. We wanted to train at least 100 people in the production of liquid soap and bleach. And they also had coaching in how to brand their products and how to commercialize them. And I think it was a very, very successful venture because of the number of participants we had and the enthusiasm which people showed throughout the training. I'm sure out of the number that took part, a good number of them will be able to set up small businesses to help themselves to fight against unemployment. And like our head of state is saying, we have to look for means of encouraging import substitution. Tico has always been a peaceful place. We pray that they should continue to embrace peace. They should continue to rely on the institutions of the government, and knowing that our head of state, our father, His Excellency President Paul Biya, is there for all of us, and whatever he's doing is for the good of all of us Cameroonians. We should put our confidence in him, knowing that he's going to lead us in the right direction.
The aim of the free workshop was to equip persons in Tico subdivision with profitable skills and provide them with adequate knowledge through business coaching in order to be able to set up sustainable businesses. From these businesses, the population will be able to fight unemployment, the senator further explains. It should be noted that the 2 days workshop was part of the activities in preparation for the commemoration of the 52nd edition of the National Unity Day celebration on May 20th in Tico, the gateway city of the Southwest region.
And we remain with Tico Subdivision. This time around, our reporter Aisha Mbeng will be telling us on how the population of Tico Subdivision turned out en masse for the 2024 National Unity Day celebrations. The celebrations that took place at the Tico Grandstand was presided over by the DO for Tico, Vo Armstrong, as he presided over the both civilian and military march past, as some outstanding personalities were awarded with medal for their meritorious work. Aisha Mbeng once again.
The 52nd National Unity Day celebration of May 20, 2024 in the Tico subdivision saw a massive turnout. With these massive turnouts of the Tico population, the DO expresses joy, satisfaction, thanksgiving and wishing a happy 20th May to everyone.
This opportunity to congratulate once again all of those who contributed in one way or the other for this beautiful celebration. I would obviously want to believe, as yourself, that you realize that Tico population is attached to peace. They have demonstrated that despite all of the calls of boycott, of lockdown, they have come out, and that they are out, they are strong to contribute to this beautiful nation that is Cameroon.
As the old adage itself says, united we stand, divided we fall, the mayor of the Tico municipality, His Royal Highness Chief Peter Ekome Mesoso III, preached on peace and unity.
Assessment of this ceremony just boils down to conclude that there are some people who are truly patriotic Cameroonians
whom, no matter the circumstances, they will still do their civic responsibility.
Filled with happiness and excitement, the mayor can't help but applaud the true patriotic nature of some citizens.
I want to say that the Tico population, the schools, the associations, and other groupings, they have done their best. If I can assess, I wouldn't say the turnout is poor. I would say the turnout is a huge success because nothing good comes easy. You need some people to sacrifice some things to work well.
Let us love unity and peace. It's very important.
In order to make the 20th May celebration in Tico a one of unity, dignitaries like the Imam of the Muslim community in Mutengene showed up with his entourage. The 20th May celebration in the Tico subdivision was a successful one, crowned with important activities such as award of medals and handing of trophies to the emerged champion bike riders.
From Tico, we move on to Kumba, where Meme Senior Divisional Officer Twandong Shambalen has beckoned on the population of Meme Division and Kumba, to be precise, to shun away from the ghost town phenomenon that has had a negative economic toll on the local population and the government vis-a-vis. He was speaking on activities to mark the 52nd National Unity Day celebrations that took place at the Kumba Commercial Avenue Grandstand in downtown Kumba of the Southwest region. Our Kumba-based reporter, Rolatini Engwari, has more.
We have the SC, ladies and gentlemen.
Kumba, just like any other part of the country, have joined fellow Cameroonians all over the country to celebrate this year's National Day. The ceremony that started by midday at the ceremonial esplanade saw a massive turnout of the population, an award of Order of Merit given to about 10 individuals of the public service, despite calls for total boycott by the separatist fighters. According to the Senior Divisional Officer for Meme Division, Shambalen Ntungdong, the population is worth appreciated for their brevity as he calls on those still holding arms to drop them.
The SC was very happy. I am congratulating them. All those who have challenges, decided to challenge, threat and so on, come and join all of us here and to celebrate like one person. I will seize this opportunity also to say thank you to the force of law and order who made it possible. You know it very well that you are enjoying today because those forces of law and order are seriously doing their own job. Meme population, they should continue to collaborate with them, to give vital information to them in order to facilitate their action within the entire Meme division.
Worthy of note in this year's celebration is the Frankist movement, a political party formed by Frank Biya, as we hear the deputy mayor of the Kumba 2 Council, Madame Vivian Chibi, speaks.
I tell you that the Frankist movement is a movement that thinks that it is time for the youth to sit up in this nation. You know, it is a movement that is prepared to stand and face, you know, the challenges ahead, take their destinies into their hands after a peaceful transition after the head of state, President Paul Biya. You know, we have a champion, Frank Emmanuel Biya, who we think that it's somebody who has a vision for this country. The first thing you should know is that he's a youth, like you and me. And the youths think that it is time for them to sit up. And the only person we have seen in this nation who can drive our vision is Frank Emmanuel Biya. That is why we are here today. We came out en masse to support him and to know that the youths of Meme are strongly behind him.
At press time, no irregularities have been recorded.
We move on to the town of Bamenda, the regional capital of the Northwest region in Cameroon. Northwest Governor Adolphe Lele Lafrique has presided over the march past ceremony of the 52nd edition of the National Unity Day celebrations over there at the Bamenda Commercial Avenue Grandstand. The event that and festivity that were recorded yesterday in Bamenda was a huge one, as a bulk of the population came out to take part in the civic responsibility of giving glory to the motherland. Our reporter tells us more.
Just as in other parts of the country, Cameroon, the National Day celebration recorded success in Menchum Division. Abdoulaye Aloy, the Senior Divisional Officer for Menchum Division, presided over the event, which was highly attended by the population and the forces of law and order.
Monday was although this threats, although those situation of crisis, you see how massive populations are now massive community, articulating what the theme said, an army and nation together for a united. This has been a brilliant organization of the 20th May. Which is a day when we celebrate unity. You know that unity is the house of peace. Peace dwells in unity. And with peace, you have development, and with development, you have prosperity, as you can see in the theme. So I'm very happy with the huge mobilization. We can see that the population is feeling very free, and they have accepted and adopted the strategy of the head of state to adopt peace and to move forward in peace and never looking back. It's ahead, with peace and unity.
The military and civilian march past also saw the award of medals to some meritorious individuals.
And upon the power bestowed upon us, we decorate you with the Knight of Order of Merit.
The colorful march past was graced with socio-cultural activities like traditional dances and cultural singing.
Still in the Northwest region, this time around in Menchum Division of that part of Cameroon, where the Senior Divisional Officer for Menchum, Abdoulaye Alio, called on all persons living in the Menchum Division to always make sure that they work hand in glove with the forces of defense and law and order in that part of the region in order to bring stability and prosperity in that Menchum Division of the Northwest region. Our reporter Alice Leke Liengo tells us more.
Just as in other parts of the country, Cameroon, the National Day celebration recorded success in Menchum Division. Abdoulaye Aloy, the Senior Divisional Officer for Menchum Division, presided over the event, which was highly attended by the population and the forces of law and order.
Monday was although this threats, although those situation of crisis, you see how massive populations are now massive community, articulating what the theme said, an army and nation together for a united.
I think this has been a brilliant organization of the 20th May, which is a day when we celebrate unity. You know that unity is the house of peace. Peace dwells in unity. And with peace, you have development, and with development, you have prosperity, as you can see in the theme. So I'm very happy with the huge mobilization. We can see that the population is feeling very free, and they have accepted and adopted the strategy of the head of state to adopt peace and to move forward in peace and never looking back. It's ahead with peace and unity.
The military and civilian march past also saw the award of medals to some meritorious individuals.
And upon the power bestowed upon us, we decorate you with the Knight of Order of Merit.
The colorful march past was graced with socio-cultural activities like traditional dances and cultural singing.
You are watching High Prime, and we are coming to you live from our main studio here in High Television. We move on to Cambe in the Northwest region still, where 20th May celebrations in Donga-Mantong division of the Northwest region took place in a serene and peaceful atmosphere as the senior divisional officer presided over activities to commemorate this year edition of the National Unity Day, with the call for all forces in the Donga-Mantong division of the Northwest region to make all it takes for that division and Cameroon at large to attain its prosperity, as Vision 2035 is just at the corner. Alice Lekelengwe Kome once again.
It is National Day celebration in Cameroon, and both civilian and military in Cambe, Donga-Mantong division have braved the odds to be part of the day's celebration.
I want to qualify that this is a proportional response of the devoted militants of Donga-Mantong 1, that means in Cambe, who have all through stood for a peaceful approach to resolving issues, and that's why you see them on the occasion of this National Day.
Very early on May 20, political parties, schools, military were at the grandstand waiting to exercise their civilian role. The ceremony started with the Lone Medal decoration of Company Commander of the Cambe Gendarmerie, Timcha Elma Fiso.
Us, we award you with the Medal of Honor to the honor of the forces, the maintenance of law and order.
Success here. The massive attendance of the civilian here at the celebration emphasizes the fact that we put peace ahead of everything. We should have realized that we have peace plans to march with. So our emphasis is on the fact that with peace there is development, and that we are choosing the path of peace and will continue to follow the path of peace.
The colorful military parade, different schools marching past the grandstand, gave the day the grandeur it deserved.
Militants of the major opposition party in Cameroon, the Social Democratic Front, yesterday, the 20th of May, came out massively to contribute in the march past ceremony that took place all across the National Triangle. According to SDF, she is sending a strong message to the various parties that she is quite ready for the 2025 general elections, as she hopes to bring back the heydays of the party's prowess, where she controlled most seats at the National Assembly and most councils all over the country. Our reporter has more. The SDF political party that has been absent for the past years when it comes to public manifestations like the National Unity Day are now back to their civic and political action. This explains why they came out massively during the 52nd National Unity Day celebrations in Boya and all across the nation.
Thought that it is time whereby we need to give peace a chance. Being dormant for the past years, it makes people to know that the SDF is not existing. And this is just to send a message to tell the population that the SDF, we are coming and coming very strong. And 2025, where we have subsequent elections, we are going to participate massively. We will take part on all the elections, and we know that we are going to make a difference. So we are calling our militants. I just want to first of all say that I want to congratulate my militants that came out today massively to show the population that the SDF is still alive and doing well. And I am still urging them to say that we should mobilize and we should enable to make sure that those that have been unable to put their names to the electoral register to do so, because we think that it is time for us to come out and during the election period we should be able to take the councils, the parliamentary seats, both Buea Urban and Buea Rural.
With the different militants and sympathizers of the Socialist Party in Cameroon, who all acknowledges that though she has been dormant for the past years, they believe it's now time for them to change the status quo.
Some crucial thing they want to get to consider. The president and those in power with you, they benefit from this status quo and they rely on frustration. They understand, say they no fit convince una with their policies and their records. So they aim for make it be extremely challenging for una for vote. And they convince una, say una vote be insignificant. That's so they secure their victory and maintain the power where they help them take that decisions, the way they impact your life and the life of all those who you like next to you. Now, through the methods where we economy, the be captured by a small group of individuals them, where they did for power. Now, so this violence they continue for reign all over Cameroon, and we need for change this. We need for change the system where they in place, and we need for change them democratically.
Calling on all to massively get registered on a LECAM list, La Partie de la Balance is now remaining focused in making sure she brings back the heydays of where she commands most of the seats at the National Assembly and control most councils all across Cameroon. Away from National Unity Day celebrations, we talk higher education, this time around from the University of Buea, where the Faculty of Science in the University of Buea has celebrated her 4th session of Science Expo, a 2-day event that took place under the patronage of the Vice Chancellor of the University of Buea. Professor Horace Ngomo Manga was one that saw diverse exhibition as different creativity and innovation done by the students of the Faculty of Science under the tutelage of Professor Nzip Roland Nzip, who happens to be the Dean of the Faculty of Science. Our reporter Daniel Ikomimboa trailed the students and the various exhibitors and now comes back with this report.
As part of contributing to the transformation of the educational landscape of Cameroon, the Faculty of Science at the University of Buea celebrates her 30 years of input to national development of the country. Taking place this Thursday, May 16, 2024, was chaired by the Vice Chancellor, Professor Ngomos Horace Manga, who explains the vitality of such an expo and its relevance to the society.
The Science Expo is a communication strategy. You know, most of the times the universities are accused of teaching, training, and not sufficiently communicating to the public what they train on and the relevance to national development. So the Faculty of Science has taken advantage of this expo to show how it has trained students through the 30 years of its existence and its contribution through scientific innovation and technology to national development.
Visiting the various exhibition stands was a moment for the boss to appraise some innovations made by the faculty.
Through the stands that I have visited, through plant science, animal biology, computer science, mathematics, geology, you know, I have seen a lot of the results of scientific innovation and technology. You know, these were not, they have embraced new themes through the years. I mean, you can imagine that through 30 years technology has advanced, and therefore the Faculty of Science has built the capacity to deliver knowledge to the learners at the level that technology finds itself.
During his welcome address, the Dean of the Faculty of Science expatiates on some achievements realized.
As we already presented during the plenary session at the opening ceremony, The Faculty of Science within these last 30 years have come of age, because now we can see the flagship project which we have, the UB Spring, which is bottled mineral water, which is still receiving utmost attention from the faculty and the university administration. So we are working very hard to make sure that this product hit the stands of Cameroon in the coming months ahead.
In his keynote presentation, the head of Department for Computer Science explains the role played by artificial intelligence within the era of industrial revolution.
Presentation, my idea was to try to explain artificial intelligence in the context of previous industrial revolutions. And we went through first, second, third, and fourth revolution, highlighting the key aspects in this. But that was not the only problem or the things I want to pass out. What I really was interested in passing out was to see how we as a country can join this industrial revolution, in this case the fourth industrial revolution, especially given that in the past Africa in general has not been able to participate in the various industrial revolutions.
Amongst those that attended the ceremony were students from secondary schools, most especially those at the higher levels, who all turned out to gain scientific insight in order to help them make career choices after their end-of-year exams.
Fascinating discovery there done by the students of the Faculty of Science from the University of Buea. And with that report from higher education done for us by Daniel Komemboa, this is where we conclude tonight's news package. High Prime of Tuesday, the 21st day of May 2024. For me and the entire news crew, it's a blessed night in the company of High Television as more interesting programs are coming your way. News will be yours tomorrow exactly 8 a.m. same time, same station. Bye.